All right, Tim, we're going to play a little more with the S15C-B22 model here from Banner, the SnapSignal thing here. And this example, I want to play with one of the modes we can use. And the first mode we have outside the default is the OnOff Delay. So if I use pin 4 OnOff Delay, and if I say that I want the output to go on, say 1 second after the input goes on, I could put a 1000 here in the millisecond window here. And now what will happen is when the input goes on, this is tied to the input here, this LED, this will go on 1 second later. Right now I have a total cycle time of 10,000 milliseconds or 10 seconds. And because I'm doing a 50-50, it means it's on for half that and off for half. So here you see it's on for 5,000 milliseconds or 5 seconds. I'm counting here. It shows the counter. And if you watch this, you're going to see, let me move this over closer. I want you to pay attention to this light. This is the output of the FEN20, goes to the input. This goes on, and then this will go on 1 second later. And down here, you can see the total time on right here is roughly 3.9 or really 4 seconds because my total on period is set really to 5,000, half of my total cycle time here. So sitting at that state, we can see right here that it's on for 1 second or for 4 seconds now. If I change this, let's say I change this to 2,000 here. Let it run. Leave that right there. So now it's going to be on for only 3 seconds out of the 5 seconds that the window is actually on. The output's only going to be on for 3 seconds then. So of course, this is the delay timer here, and it's tripping that guy right there. So this is all internal right now. I'm not actually turning on this pin 4 is actually my input, but it's showing this active state. Now, what if I wanted to go one step further? And let's say, because I've got my input is tied to, let me see if I get my pointer tool to work. My input is tied to pin 4 right here, and I'd like to turn on this be my output on the SC15C device, which is pin 2. So what I can do here is, let me go over here to the control, get this window up here so you can see it too, maybe not. There we go. Okay, so if I go to the next page, and if I go over here to page 2 and I'm looking at pin 2 settings, all this is pin 2, I can take pin 2 here, which is default set up as an input, and I can change this to a PNP output here. And then down here where it says mirroring, I can go ahead and enable the mirroring for this. And now it's going to mirror that. And so this is now a physical output that is triggering. If I move this over here, watch. There it goes. This goes on, and it's on for 2.2. It should actually be 3 seconds because I think, if I'm correct, we left the window over here at 2,000. My total runtime currently is at 5,000 on, so that's correct, 3 seconds. And that's how you can use the on delay. So it's kind of a, this has to be on for so much time, and then it trips this to go on. Now, if I make the delay timer greater than this window, so if, again, this is the on period. So if I make this at 6,000, it'll never reach that because this is only on and off for 5,000, so it'll never turn it on. Now, if I make this guy at 4,000, let's try that. Theoretically, now it should be only on for 1 second. Let's see. Yep, there it is. I can let it run. You see the count here working. It'll keep counting. And of course, if I go look at the other pin 2, it's now mirroring that output. So that is the output. See here, should trip for 1 second. There it is. Boom, boom, right off. Yep. So that's how you can use the input delay on here in mode 1. Yep, and I'm just mirroring that to the output right now. So key to this is that you got to make sure that your delay timer is certainly less than your total on time. If you make that greater than that, well, it'll never go on. Let's try something here. What if I put in, say, 100 milliseconds here? Okay, and I got pop-ups going on here, so we'll come back to those in a little bit. All right. So now you're going to see this window, yep, is 4.9 seconds with a 100 millisecond delay. So that's where that number comes from. Anyway, I'm just using the on-off delay in this particular mode, and that is mode is set to 1, on-off delay. I'll continue on with the next video of another step of this.